Jose Reyes leads it off. Phillies have done a good job of keeping him off base, and when he did get on base, the Phillies have picked him off a couple of times.
Well, they sure have. And that's the key to beating the Mets, keeping him off the bases.
1 ball and no strikes to Reyes, hitting at .297 on the outside corner, 1-1. See what he's done against the Phils. 1 for a dozen.
Has a walk thrown in there too, but as Harry said, they got him twice leaving early last night, both by two left-handed pitchers, Romero and Moyer.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Reyes. Two and two. Just missed. So the count is full to Jose Reyes. Moves the foul out of play. Tough man to strike out. He's one of the toughest in the league to punch out.
He's improved as a hitter. This guy used to swing at bad pitches. Doesn't do it nearly as much anymore. Growing up through maturity as a hitter.
Offs a high foul. Dobbs giving chase, but runs out of room. It's about 4 rows back.
Weather got hot here today. It'll be one of those days that'll sap a pitcher's strength too. And Reyes doing a really good job early in this first at bat of the game to make Loesch throw pitches. He's thrown 7 already.
Full count to Jose Reyes. Bouncing ball to second base. Chase Utley has it on a big hop. Reyes is down 1 away here in the first. Turkey Hill, the official ice cream of the Phillies, is proud to contribute to Phillies charities $100 for each Phillies win and 5 cents for each carton of Phillies Grand Slam ice cream sold at local retailers during the 2007 season. Here's Endy Chavez. He's hitting at .282. One strike.
There's a guy they're really happy to get back. Endy's played great for the Mets the last couple of years, but he tore that hamstring against the Phillies 2.5 months ago, and Willie Randolph has just gotten him back.
Pops it in the air to left field. Pat Burrell is there. And that's 2 down, and it'll bring on David Wright. Wright's the 8th leading hitter of the league, hitting at .316. 9th in the league in RBIs. 5th in the league in runs scored. Fine young player. Birthday wishes today to Christopher Devine. Christopher celebrating right here at Citizens Bank Park, cheering for the Phils. Wishes from mom and dad, family, and from us to Christopher Devine. 1 strike to David Wright.
Another guy who has not hit. The Mets just haven't hit in this series, and the Phillies hope to extend it another day. They usually come into this ballpark and rake, but it hasn't happened for them, and the Phillies staff should get a lot of credit for that.
Slings it into center field for a base hit. So he got jammed, but punched it into center field, and that'll bring on Carlos Beltran. Beltran has been a tough out for Kyle Loesch. He's hitting at .273, 25 homers, 84 RBIs, but against Loesch, 13 for 24, a .542 average with 4 home runs.
Well, obviously, he's seeing the ball more than good against Loesch.
He's either had a hit or a strikeout. He's walked also 8 times. He hasn't struck out all that much. He's walked 8 times. Got that one over though. 1 strike to Beltran.
You get that many hits and that many walks off a guy, you bet you're seeing him pretty well. See the center fielders and the home runs, and Beltran right there. Chris Young having a tremendous season with Arizona, and Torrey Hunter, the other guy, is a free agent after this year.
That one's high, 1 ball and 1 strike.
That guy's having a good year too, and he'll be a free agent. Aaron Rowan.
David Wright stolen 29 bases. He's only been thrown out 4 times. But might not be running here. He wants Beltran to get his licks, although Delgado also has hit Loesch well. He's on deck. There's Carlos Delgado. Good job, nothing on. 2 balls and a strike.
Tough one to guess wrong on, because if you guess wrong on that, now you really put him into a hitter's count.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Beltran.
This might be a good running count. It doesn't matter whether or not you're actually thrown out. You give that hitter a next good chance if you are thrown out, and it puts more pressure on the pitcher if he's still second base.
It does not go, and it's fouled off, and it's still 2-2. Fouls it back up this way and just below us. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Beltran. Now Wright does go. The pitch is inside, and the throw is going to be late. So Wright steals his 30th bag of the year. Mets as a team have already set a franchise record for stolen bases in a season. Between them now, Wright and Jose Reyes have 101 steals.
Oh, you see him with that head first slide. That's what you want that third hitter to be able to do. Get your 2 out hits, be able to steal a base, and clutch you in some home runs every now and then, and that's what he does.
But this one's hit on the ground to Howard, and Loesch is going to get out of the inning. No runs a hit, and 1 left. Phillies will be sending up J-Roll, Utley, and Burrell in the bottom of the first. Jimmy Rollins, the first one to face him, batting at .290. J-Roll 24 homers. He has knocked in 74, leads the league in runs scored with 114, takes it high, 1-0. He has El Duque in his book. He's 4 for 13 with a home run lifetime against him. One the count. Hernandez has pitched for the Yankees, Chicago White Sox, Arizona, and the Mets. And he wins 64 losses lifetime. That's well struck to right field, and J-Roll's going to get extra bases on that one. J-Roll will hold on at second base with a stand-up double. his 33rd. In total bases, J-Roll comes into play, second of the league behind only Matt Holliday of Colorado.
Oh, this guy just so serious. J-Roll as a leadoff hitter, defensive player as well. He waits on a breaking ball, and you see how he strides out. Watch him sit there, wait, almost double clutching. Not over swinging is the key to being able to hit Hernandez. Just don't want to do it. Good hitting, J-Roll.
Here's Chase Utley, who's tied for the league lead in hitting at 337. Here at Citizens Bank Park, hitting a lusty 394.
Right-handed hitters only hitting 154 off Orlando Hernandez. Left-handed hitters hitting 233.
Utley will try to pull the ball and move J-Roll. Breaking ball missing, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, that's one thing Hernandez does, is give you pitches to pull from the left side. There you see highest batting averages against right-handed pitching. Chase at 324. Hernandez throws all that slow stuff up there, so even you get out front, you can hook it and get that runner over to third.
Two balls and no strikes. The lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant today is Ken Milhouse of Maytown, Pennsylvania. Phillies hit a home run this game. Ken wins $100 right now only at McDonald's. Any size premium roast coffee, just 69 cents. 2-0 here to Chase Utley. Jerks the foul, right field side. 2-1.
Well, it was really hot from June 12th on when he went on the disabled list, and now coming back, just feeling his way back. Third game started. Hernandez, like a lot of veteran guys, will pitch this game at his pace, and he tries to make hitters impatient.
Looking J-Roll back to second base.
Pretty impressive year for him.
Fly ball right field. Sean Green puts it away, and J-Roll won't have a chance to move up. So Utley is retired, 1 down. It'll bring out Pat Burrow.
We're talking about how you get out front with this guy, and he makes you stand there all that time, and then threw him a slow breaking ball. Chase just got out front, popped it up.
First game, Pat going deep, kind of setting the tone. Him and J-Roll. Now this was last night. This ball was centered straight away center field just about. The hitter's doing that. He's right on the ball.
Pat, 22 homers, 74 RBIs. 3 for 10 in this series against the Mets with 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Has always hit the Mets well, has not faced El Duque in his career. 1 ball and no strikes. '39 career home runs against the New York Mets. Among active players, the most. Duque does not have good numbers against the Phillies. He is 1-1 lifetime with a 6.48 ERA. His ERA here at Citizens Bank Park is over 10.
Well, they smoked him in a game here. It's either last year or the year before. scored a large number of runs off, and that's why his ERA is so inflated here. He pitched pretty well the last time here in the first game of that day-night doubleheader.
He won that game over J.D. Durbin 6-5.
Hernandez asking where the pitch was. He thought it was a strike. That was a slider after 2 fastballs inside, and that pitch was off the plate. Big break on his breaking ball. Has to be at you to be a strike. See that? There you go. It's got to be at you to be a strike. But again, you get that 3-0 pitch coming at you. Most hitters are going to back up. Hernandez, as if it's a chess match. Each pitch is setting up the next one.
Throw that pitch with Ryan Howard on deck.
Popped up, foul, and off for the mask. Phillies makes the play behind the plate, so that is 2 down. And it'll bring on Ryan Howard. We'll see if they pitch to him.
So impatient against Orlando Hernandez, and he just feeds off that. Another slow breaking ball, and Pat Burrell getting way out in front of it.
Howard hitting at .270, third in the league in homers, 35, leads the league at RBIs, 108. And they are going to pitch to him. Put the shift on for Ryan. Ryan lifetime is 4 for 10 off El Duque. Way down and in, 1 ball and no strikes.
It would just be so amazing if he were to throw a pitch in the strike zone to Ryan Howard. He doesn't have to, and he doesn't throw them in the strike zone very often anyway.
J-Roll still at second base with 2 outs here in the first of a 0-0 game. Chase that slow curve ball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now again, the guy's not going to be able to throw it by you 88. You can watch this ball. It's going to be a ball. It's down. You got to make him get the ball up, starting inside, and watch how that ball just gets out of the zone. Hernandez, the type of pitcher, he creates his own angles where he stands on the mound. Left-handed pitchers, he stands more toward first base.
Showed him the fastball, but showed it inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Right-handed pitchers, he's going to go to the opposite side of the mound, creating angles on where he wants to throw the ball. Excuse me, hitters in there.
Well hit to deep left center field. Out of here. Tremendous home run. Ryan Howard and the Phillies jump to a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. Number 36 for the big man.
Well, there's a great adjustment. You can see what he did on the first breaking ball and not actually waiting on it. That ball he let actually get up. Let's see if he even took a stride. A lot of times when he hits balls like that, he doesn't really even stride. He can use his hands. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Letting the ball come to him. And boy, that ball was, lost your beer as well.
That's on Ashburn Alley, and you don't see many go out there. That is a bomb and a half. Willie Randolph, there's the baseball right there. Willie Randolph trusted Orlando Hernandez not to get hurt right there. Didn't happen.
And with that home run, Ken Millhouse of Maytown, Pennsylvania, winning $100 courtesy of the McDonald's home run jackpot.
He figured Orlando Hernandez is not going to put a pitch in the strike zone down where he likes it, and boom.
Well, the reason they do that is because he swings at a lot of balls down and in and swings over and misses them. But when he stays back, you get him up. Obviously, one of the better hitters in the game today.
That's a long one. We haven't seen many out there.
So the Phils have jumped to a 2-0 lead here on El Duque.
Those people usually can just stand out there and eat and drink and not have a baseball interrupt them.
Aaron Rowan takes it high for a ball. Aaron hitting at .310. 21 homers, 74 RBIs.
How happy is that kid? That's a great job. That ball bounced from Ashburn Alley back down to them.
Foul back, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, you like to score in the first inning, and the way you scored that loud home run, you take the Mets fans out of the game right away. Put our fans exactly where they need to be.
And how many times we talk about 2-out runs too, and how important they are. In that case, it looked like they had a chance to squander a leadoff double, and Ryan Howard took care of it.
Popped him up, drifting out into shallow center field. Reyes, and he makes the catch. But the Phils got 2 on the board on the Ryan Howard home run, his 36th. And after 1, 2-0 Phillies. Second inning, Phils on top 2-0 thanks to Ryan Howard's 36th home run. And leading off will be Carlos Delgado for the Mets. Hitting at .249, 19 homers. He's knocked in 73. He has good career numbers against Lowe. She's 6 for 12 with a home run. One ball and no strikes. Lowe hasn't faced the Mets all that much, spending a lot of his career with the Twins. 0-1 lifetime against New York. Good breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Delgado.
Well, first inning, the Mets had a runner at second base with 2 outs. Didn't get him home. 3-1 breaking ball. 3-2 breaking ball, and he got Beltran out. Phillies did deliver with 2 outs.
Slings it. Oh, just over the glove of J-Roll. And it'll be a base hit for Carlos Delgado, just over J-Roll's glove.
Looked like he had that thing lined up. Sean Green's coming up right now, and here's the play that ended last night's game. Controversial one. And the explanation on what happened from Joe West, the crew chief, is going to be our Geico quote of the day. And there it is on C.B. Buckner's call. He made a great call, made a gutsy call. It should be commended for. Granted, that was a tough way to lose a game. There was a lot of tension out there in the field, but he made the right call. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That is a tough way to lose a game.
1 ball and 1 strike to Green, who's hitting at .274.
That play is going to generate a lot of conversation no matter what, but when it ends a big game like that, oh, it'll be talked about for a while.
Well, most of the people that didn't understand the call obviously were the New York writers, but we had that play against us against San Diego on one of the calls. Not exactly the same thing.
There's Marlon Anderson, who, yeah,
but
he was close enough to the bag
call.
and all that, but it wasn't. It isn't always the bag that's the focal point of that play. It's the way he jumped up and interfered, and it's probably called correctly, and I think it was in both plays.
Popped him up, foul. Dobbs coming over. Has room. Makes the catch right in front of the mud dugout. And that's 1 down, and that'll bring on Ruben Gotay.
I'm listening. Take another look at it. Jimmy, just a little hesitation, but he wasn't going to get him anyway. And here he goes with his arms into Iguchi and pushes him.
Yeah, I thought Iguchi made a great play with his Academy Award, rolling and rolling and rolling, making almost no doubt about it that it was interference.
Thing they're beating Willie Randolph up about in New York today, and there's Marlin and Noguchi, is that they didn't bat this guy coming up right now, Gotai, instead of Sean Green. You know, you can always second guess managers.
Well,
that's a great part of baseball, but Gotai's a really good left-handed hitter. Green grounds into double plays, so they're killing Willie Randolph for that today.
Gotai is hitting a .323, but as you say, it's left-handed well, batting .344, the switch hitter from the left side. All 4 of his home runs left-handed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 to Ruben Gotai, 24-year-old. Delgado at first with 1 out. Fouls that one back, 2-2. Pops a foul off the mask release, and Carlos has room. Got over there in front of the Met dugout in plenty of time to make the catch. And that's out number 2. Carlos quickly threw down the mask, and I mean he got over there in a hurry. And
well, he did too, but he knows when that ball is up, it's going to be spinning back toward him. So take a little quick peek down on the ground just to see where he was. Made a nice play.
One of the newer things in the last few years for catchers too, they wear sunglasses. Used to be when a catcher turned around, you know, you didn't have baseball sunglasses for a guy. They turned around, they were at the mercy of just putting that glove up to shield their eyes.
Mike DeFelice, veteran catcher, takes a strike. He's hitting at .250. Paul LaDuca getting the day off today.
See, Willie Randolph was right. Gotai popped up.
2 quick strikes to DeFelice.
Not only that, it's a manager's feeling on how he feels about a particular hitter. Sports writers aren't privy to whether or not guys swinging good in the cage, whether or not he, you know, feeling good, period. So if he sends him up, he's going in on his gut feeling.
Right, and if, you know, you always think, well, the other guy would have gotten a hit. Well, who knows? That's why it's a great game.
2 strikes here to DeFelice. Lines a foul, right field side, still 0-2.
DeFelice is filling in for them, but they really miss Ramon Castro. What a great backup he is to Paul LaDuca, and for a while there they lost both of them. And DeFelice doing what he can do. He's always been limited offensively and a pretty good receiver. But Ramon Castro, a pretty good receiver and an excellent hitter. There was that shot of Sean Green.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fouls this one out of play. Holds a 1-2.
Well, the Mets haven't scored yet, but they're really making Loesch work hard. He's up to 39, 40 pitches already, and not out of the 2nd inning. And that'll have them in the dugout already thinking ahead of where we're going with our bullpen today.
Ruiz got him. Carlos Ruiz will do that. A snap throw to the bag to Ryan Howard, who put the tag on Delgado. And that will be it for the Mets. No runs, 1 hit, they leave none. After 1.5, it's 2-0 Phils.
Carlos Ruiz, what a great snap throw he made there to get Delgado at first base. But as we're talking about between innings, where's Carlos going?
That's just a kind of a brain cramp. Kind of caught him in no man's land. Tried to get back. And good throw, got him.
Greg Dobbs leads off for the Phils, hitting at .282. 8 homers. He has knocked in 44. One ball and no strikes. Couple of slow curveballs, both missed. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, that ball that Ryan Howard hit, you can see on the replay that D. Felice had set up away. It was supposed to be backdoor breaking ball to either be off the plate or for him to just take it, and he got it right in the middle of the plate and down, and he killed it.
Shut on the fastball for a called strike, 2-1. His fastball will top out in the mid-80s. He doesn't throw real hard. Another one, he popped it up. El Duque's calling everybody off. Usually they have a fielder make the play, but El Duque waved everybody off. But Wright's looking at the ball. He's looking at the pitch. He's looking at the baseball in the air, and so he didn't see El Duque wave.
The first thing they do is tell the pitcher to get out of the way. This guy's an athlete. You can see concentration right on it. He didn't care if he got bumped or not. And again, the taller guy's going to catch the ball every time.
Bring on Jason Worth, who's hitting at .311. 6 homers. He has knocked in 28.
Good
he
test.
uses fastball more. 1 strike to Worth.
And he will, because he's throwing so many breaking balls. But this is a good test for Jason to see whether or not he'll stay in there.
Another fastball. 2 quick strikes to Worth.
And he has all those arm angles. You see how hot Jason's been in this homestand. He'll drop down like that, make a hitter think it's a breaking ball, and then he throws a fastball.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Big leg kick where his knee almost hits his cheek.
But he tries to make you. He tries to make a hitter not be able to find the baseball for a
this.
long time. There's all that deception.
Holds his gloves. Got a good angle where he comes at the hitter. Steps almost toward third base. Good hitting.
Worth greets that curveball right up the middle for a base hit. The Phillies' 3rd hit off El Duque, and it'll bring on Carlos Ruiz.
Boy, this guy now, I mean, not bailing on the ball. That's a breaking ball that he hit. He hit the ball solid. That's what I mean about not over swinging, taking what the pitcher gives you. Let's check this out. See that little spin? And he did drop just a bit, but for the most part, staying right in there, hitting it right up the middle.
Carlos Ruiz hitting at .258, 4 homers. He's knocked in 43.
Shane Victorino probably would have started here today, but he's still a little banged up with his leg. With all, you want to get as many left-handed hitters in the lineup against this guy as possible. Maybe you give Aaron Rowan a day off, but Charlie Manuel not able to start Victorino today. He thinks he can use him for defense. And Jason Worth, he likes him in the lineup. He's hot.
That's how you make a manager play you, by going up and not talking about it, but doing the things on the field. And he's certainly done that. Oh, Manuel, he plays. The guys that are hot, that's the guys that are going to play, and he's stuck with that plan and been doing it all year.
Curveball comes in a little bit high. 1-0 to Ruiz.
Carlos having a little rough time, 0 for 10 the last 4 games. Makes you that much more determined.
Loft in the air to shallow left. Andy Chavez comes on and puts it away for out number 2. Want to be the big winner in your fantasy football league tonight? Get expert advice on drafting a winning team with John Borick and fantasy guru John Hansen. Get the Fantasy Fix Draft Special today at 4:30 and once again tonight at 11 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Here's Kyle Loesch hitting a 140. Lifetime Kyle a 160 hitter, and he hits the ball on the ground to Reyes. Reyes to go tie for the force at second, and the Phils are down. No runs a hit and 1 left. After 2-0 Phillies. Mike DeFelice back up there in the batter's box. He's a bad in the last inning, but Delgado picked off first base by Carlos Ruiz. So DeFelice will try it again here against Kyle Loesch. Inside 1-0. 87th birthday wishes to longtime Phillies fan John Doherty of Drexel Hill. Wishes from his daughter Marge, who works here in the Comcast Sportsnet suite here at Citizens Bank Park. From family, friends, and from us to John Doherty. 1-1 strike to Mike DeFelice. Two and 1 the count to DeFelice. Just missed. 3 balls and a strike. Walked him. Lead-off walk to Mike DeFelice, so that'll give El Duque a chance to try to bunt him over. Well, the next homestand, the Colorado Rockies. Todd Heldon Company will be here at Citizens Bank Park for a 4-game series Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the 10th through the 13th. All of them at 7:05. Thursday the 13th will be a Hatfield Phillies Frank Stoller Dog Night. What are your tickets for the series against Colorado? 215-463-1000 or online at Phillies.com. Good bunt by El Duque, gets the sacrifice accomplished. The play goes Howard to Utley. Moving DeFelice to second base and bringing on Jose Reyes. Reyes grounded out his first time up.
El Duque likes to take his time, and of course he's going slowly back to the dugout right now, and Reyes will say something to him and take his time getting into the batter's box, but he'll have to take a long time before El Duque has a seat.
On the Toyota Major League scoreboard at Yankee Stadium, Boston nothing, Yankees nothing. They're in the 3rd inning. Kurt Schilling for the Bo Sox. Jian-Ming Wang for the New York Yankees.
And El Duque was still on the step of the dugout when he swung at that.
Yankees are going for a sweep of that series. They haven't swept Boston since 2004. And they've had a pretty good series, beating Josh Beckett last night. Chopped softly to third base. Dobbs throws out Reyes on the play. DeFelice goes to third. And with 2 outs, it'll bring on Andy Chavez.
That's a good play on both parts. The base runner, DeFelice, because of the position of the third baseman, he could just walk over to third, and Ryan Howard just sticking that ball in his pocket with 2 outs and not throwing it over there where only something bad could happen. Yeah, he's hobbling a little bit going down the line there after that bunt, so that's one of the reasons why he's walking slower than normal.
Chavez fly to left his first time up, looks at a strike.
Another one of those 2-out situations in the game whether you get runs or you don't.
One ball and one strike. Just missed. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive just foul. 2-2 the count.
And Rapawano's thinking, man, I'm getting out of the way and then I'll call it.
You just don't have time to really even move as the ball goes between just about everyone and a bullet.
Struck him out. Chavez goes down swinging, and down go the Mets. No runs, no hits. They lead 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Phillies with a 2-0 lead as we move to the 3rd inning. Jimmy Rollins will lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Just tightening up the glove a little and ready to jog out to the mound. Has a little bit of a limp going and limped over after that sacrifice bunt. Have a little heel problem.
El Duque, for some reason, is evidently is something that they have done. He will, before he throws a pitch in an inning, he will throw to shortstop Jose Reyes instead of a warm-up toss with his catcher. Seems to be doing that. Maybe that's a ritual that they have. But at any rate, before each half inning, he will throw the ball to Reyes before delivering the first pitch, which is a curveball to Rollins high for a ball.
Yeah, that pitch looks harder than the ones that he throws to home plate. He fires the ball to Reyes.
Yeah, that was 67, Sarge. There's another one high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. I don't know if that was his fastball or not.
Yep.
Yeah, 85. Yeah, that was his fastball. 2 balls and a strike. The Yankees have scored in that game against the Red Sox off Kurt Schilling. Robinson Cano a home run. 1-0 Yanks as they try to sweep the Bo Sox.
Jimmy was a marked man for the New York Mets fans at the start of the season. He's performed well against the club.
Well, he smokes this ball, but it's going to be caught. Well hit, but caught out there by Carlos Beltran. 1 down. It'll bring on Chase Utley, who flied to right his first time up. Phillies will be going to Florida and Atlanta after this game, back home here on the 7th against the Florida Marlins. Seeing a lot of the Marlins. Got that curveball over, 1 strike. Nice ball. He slings a foul over the Mets dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. Even though he only throws his fastball 85, that one topped out at 87. It does get on you in a hurry when you think about that slow curveball he throws all the time.
Absolutely, and that's why it does. And he has good movement on his pitches. He throws so many of the balls, 64, 65 breaking balls. And then all of a sudden you see the ball that's 84 to 87 now. It looks almost as if it's 90.
That fastball is high. He got that one up there at 89.
Not consistently he'll throw there. He'll have a tendency to get up on certain hitters. The better the hitter, he gets up on it. Throws the ball a little bit harder.
1-2 the count to Chase Utley. 1 out, no base runners. High with it, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to Chase Utley with 1 out, no base runners. Philly fanatic entertaining the fans here. Even Mets fans. Into shallow left field. It's going to drop for a hit in front of Endy Chavez. So Chase is a 1 out base runner. And it'll bring on Pat Burrell. Burrell fouled out to catcher DeFelice's first time up.
Inside out swing. Just fighting the ball off of him. High inside fastball.
Burrell pops it foul out of play. 1 strike to Pat Burrell.
That's kind of lifting the ball a little bit right now. That's why you see so many pop-ups. You got to get on top of the ball on this guy. Weight back, not thinking about trying to hit it out. More so base hits. If you catch it, you catch it.
Just missed with that fastball. Or do you call that a strike?
Called a strike.
Okay, no balls and 2 strikes.
No, he did. It was a ball. Yeah, they put 2 strikes on the scoreboard, but
Yeah.
it was a ball.
I didn't think I saw his right hand go up. Ed Hickox is the plate umpire. 1-1. Breaking ball missing. 2-1.
Orlando Hernandez, we mentioned, really deliberate, very fidgety.
Wow, threw a fastball by him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was the hardest fastball he's thrown today at 89.
He'll get up and hump up. He throws that from the side, 2-seamer. Right on the outside part of the plate.
2-2 to Burrell.
Working overtime today out there in that heat.
Fouls back the fastball. It's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wide. Full count.
Now, this is one of those potential running situations, but probably not with Ryan Howard on deck. You really don't want to strike out into a double play and end the inning.
Yeah, I wouldn't be running a 3-2 here.
Line drive to deep left. Out of here. Right at the Philly fanatic. Line drive. Home run. Pat Burrell in the Phillies lead it 4-0 here in the third inning. Number 23 for Burrell as he continues his assault of New York pitching.
Man, that is just unreal. You see the Fanatic giving 5. That is just a low line drive missile as he gets the ball out of here. Boy, I tell you, the way he's hitting that ball, he keeps hitting them hard like that in left field. You might have to take out some of that Geico insurance. All those line drives getting out there. Boy, it's got to make him feel good.
Here's Ryan Howard. He smashed a 2-run homer his first time up.
Oh, slide.
That was impressive. that ball had hardly any trajectory. That was just a screamer right at the Fanatic.
Fouls it straight back. A ball's and 2 strikes to Howard. He chased. Foul tip struck him out. That'll be the first strikeout for El Duque. 2 down here in the third.
Fanatic's still having fun out there. I mean, he wants the ball. The fan had it. Now they're going to arrest him. Give it back to the guy who caught it.
He's being ushered back into the concourse area is Fanatic by the usher.
Now he's going to find out where you go if you run on the field.
1 ball and no strikes to Aaron Rowan, who popped up his first time up. Lost the foul out of play. 1 on the count.
A lot of pitches already for Hernandez, although he throws quite a few in the course of a game, just like his half brother Levon.
Fastball high, 2-1. Line drive deep left center. This one's out of here. Aaron Rowan with his 22nd home run of the year. And the Phillies now lead it 5-0 over the New York Mets.
Oh boy. You start doing this to one of your #1 guys, they really do get their heads down. Nice going, Aaron Rowan. Happy belated birthday as you hit your bomb. Wasn't too good last night. Coming back with a little bit of a vengeance. Good stroke, ball down, head down. See you later.
Well, right-hand hitters were hitting 154 against El Duque. Orlando Hernandez coming into this game. Burrell has homered off him. Rowan's homered off him. Worth has singled off him.
Staying on the balls, continually putting pressure on Hernandez.
Make a good point, though, Gary. When you're going into a big game like this and you think you've got one of your men on the mound and this happens, that can really put you in a funk. There's a long way to go in this game. The Mets are really good offensively, but that's one of those ouch situations.
While the Phils go down to Florida, the Mets will be going from here to Atlanta for a weekend series against the Braves.
Braves are off today. Finished that series with the Marlins last night.
Dobbs walks on 4 pitches. I'll bring on Jason Worth, who singled his first time up. Phillies right after the road trip will be back home here against Florida Friday, September 7th. That'll be the Goya Latino Family Celebration night. 7:05 Saturday the 8th will be a 3:55 start time, don't forget. Sunday the 9th at 1:35. All your tickets for the Florida series 215-463-1000 or online at Phillies.com.
Second time this year Orlando Hernandez has allowed 3 home runs in the game. The other time versus Washington on the 14th of April.
Starts Worth with a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Pops a foul, backing out of play.
Mets only carry a 7-man bullpen. A lot of them are situation or 1-inning type guys. They do have a true long man in Aaron Seeley, but you can tell Willie Randolph does not want to get into that situation today, especially with the Braves series coming up.
A balls and 2 strikes to Worth. One and 2.
Not real happy right now.
I'd rather be here than be in school, wouldn't you?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not this part of this Labor Day around here on the East Coast.
2 and 2 here to Jason Worth.
I guess that's when we used to go back.
Well, they've started in Chicago.
Oh yeah, and I know in Atlanta, down in the South, Florida, they start in August down there. Some of them start around here, but for the most part, I think it's still around Labor Day.
Back still 2 and 2.
Getting out of my lane when I start talking about when I know kids go back to school. There are a lot of kids here today.
Not a guy.
Many of them start after Labor Day. Next week. Got him with high heat. Struck him out. Second strikeout. But Phils get homers from Pat Burrell and Aaron Rowan and score 3 more. And after 3, Wheels will have play-by-play in the 4th. 5-0 Phils.
Top of the 4th, David Wright, Carlos Beltran, Carlos Delgado, 3-4-5 to face Kyle Loesch, who's pitched out of 2-out trouble twice in this game. And has a 5-0 lead. David Wright with a dirty uniform singled and stole a bag in the 1st inning. Boy, a shutdown inning is always nice after you get runs. A shutdown inning right now, the way this series is going, would really be big for Kyle Loesch and the Phillies.
Well, it demoralizes the team. You're going to go through that 3, 4, 5 hitters, which usually the best hitters on your team.
Luke down the right field line, just foul. Called there by C.B. Buckner.
What makes David Wright such a tremendous hitter in the league, and as a young hitter, well, those are certain things that you just can't teach guys, and being able to hit the ball where it's pitched. Not only that, he can set a pitcher up and go deep, obviously, with his 24 home runs. Still a bag. I mean, that's what you want with your players, to be able to do just that.
0-2. There he goes the other way again, and Worth can't get there. David Wright with a leadoff double. And that's what he has, such ability to wait on pitches too. 2 strikes, go away from him, and he hits it that way. So he gets the Mets with a runner into scoring position right away here in the 4th inning.
His club has a lot of pride there. You can see a good pitch by Loesch. Down. You see how he went down and got it? Not trying to pull it. This club has a lot of pride, so they're not just going to lie down and die on you. You're going to hear from them.
Got that right. And they are due to start scoring some runs. The Phillies have shut them down in this series, and the Mets have a tremendous offensive lineup.
Yeah, that's one of the things they didn't understand, how the bullpen could give up runs to San Diego, LA, and come in and shut down this potent lineup so far. A lot of times pride comes into factor, especially after those 3 games against San Diego and the Dodgers.
Beltran has tremendous numbers against Kyle, but he gets ahead of him 0-2 through a really good 0-1 changeup. Delgado on deck. David Wells shut them down on Sunday night before they came here to Philadelphia. Another veteran pitcher throwing a lot of off-speed stuff. Good 0-2 pitch.
Oh, boy.
Missed 1 and 2.
I mean, barely.
Got it. Went away. Looked like another changeup.
Looked like a changeup unless he's working on a split. And that's what I'm saying. You get ahead of hitters, it's just so much easier to be able to pitch to them. Get the ball down. If you throw a ball, it's just not a big deal. Now, that's a ball, but the fact is he has 2 strikes on him. He just fired a fastball on the outside corner. That's just a good pitch.
He threw him 2 really good changeups in that at bat and got a guy out who wears Kyle Loesch out.
As a hitter, sometimes you got to tip your hat to the pitcher that he came up with a good pitch.
Carlos Delgado, the batter, singled over Jimmy Rollins' glove the first time. It looked like Jimmy had that ball, and for some reason he didn't catch it. Whether he lost it or got screened or came out of the crowd, he just didn't catch it.
But he got up, kind of misjudged it, and it was not hit as hard as he thought maybe it was.
Came at him like a changeup, maybe, huh?
He was up high enough.
Oh yeah, he had that, and it was tailing right back to him. You could tell he was disappointed he didn't catch it. It was a base hit.
Oh yeah.
Strike to Delgado.
Boy.
Sean Green on deck. He didn't like that.
No, that's filthy. Now, the one thing that you don't want to do when things are starting to go bad, you just don't want to start getting on the umpires or complaining about them on their strike zone. All of them are different. Strike zones I'm talking about.
Oh, he hit him with a breaking ball. Going away with 1 pitch and then coming back, trying to throw probably a back foot slider, and he hit him.
Now trying to go over the third base. Well, it was throwing a ball when he left his hand. Actually, if it doesn't hit him, it's going to probably go all the way to the dugout. Or the backstop, I should say.
So first and second, 1 out. And Sean Green, the batter. He popped up foul to Greg Dobbs at third his first time up. Green has grounded into 12 double plays this year. The club leaders, Paul LaDuca with 14, Moises Alou 13. Ben Gotay, the on-deck batter, a switch hitter. A lot of left-handed hitters in this lineup today. There he is.
Willie giving some guys off. Moises Alou, he's off today.
LaDuca. There's Paul LaDuca.
Sunglasses.
2-0.
Call that a strike?
I think he called it low.
It looked like he was going to raise his hand, and at the last minute, that's what looked funny. He went into a strikeout or strike call, and last minute didn't say it with his mouth.
No. So it's a 3-0 pitch, and there's a strike. Green taking all the way with his team down by 5. We're in the 4th.
Shawn Green will be looking fastball somewhere toward the middle.
And he got a fastball and swung through it.
Blew it by him. 88, 91. Different guns that they have, so it's just somewhere around there. It's just a good old-fashioned fastball tailing away toward the outside corner. Shawn Green not able to catch up with that.
Runners, of course, will not go on the 3-2 count down by 5 runs as he fouls another one off. Mets fan with that foul ball. Here we go again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shawn Green. And he strokes one to left. A big base hit for Green. Wright will score. Burrell overruns it. He'll wind up at second. The Mets in business now. It's a 5-1 game with runners at second and third and only 1 out. And they were looking for a big hit from somebody, and Green just got it for him.
You can see Shawn Green, his 26th double. That's a high fastball. A little easier pitch to hit only because it was up right out of the zone, actually tailing away. Shawn Green going that way after balls that were inside, and Pat overrunning the ball. If he ends up getting that one, Delgado probably not going to go to third base.
Yeah, and at the worst, you'd be able to throw it back into second and keep the double play in order, keep Green at first. So 2 pitches away. David Wright hurt him with a one off the plate. It looked like away, and they're a pretty good piece of hitting by Green, who has just been crucified lately in New York as a guy not being able to get ahead. There's David Wright, who just scored. Shawn Green at second. They have been all over him up there, and he got a big hit for him right then.
Well, obviously, New York, one of those sports cities that feel that just about your players should do good every single day. It's just not going to happen. Obviously, Shawn Green not having the year that he's capable of having or that he's had in the past.
Go tie the batter. And that hit batter really hurt Lotion this inning, and he almost throws a wild pitch there on a breaking ball. Delgado, the guy hit by the pitch. Fouled into the Phillies' first base dugout. Phillies will play the infield back here. Concede a run for an out. They're going to get Aaron Seeley up now in case they get to Hernandez's spot. DeFelice is next, and then the pitcher. Seeley's a guy we talked about earlier who's their long man. The guy's been a starting pitcher throughout his major league career.
He used to have just an excellent curveball. Probably was his best pitch. Throw it any time.
Two and one to go tie. Dad played in the major leagues. Julio go tie. Rich Doobie made a trip to the mound, looks on. Good changeup again. He's thrown a couple good changeups in this inning. 2 and 2.
Well, it's been very effective, and again, too, as a catcher in Ruiz, we got to be able to recognize that, but you got to get ahead first. Look at the movement on it. Go tie out in front. See what he's doing with runners in scoring position. Almost 400 right there at 395.
A big pitch in this at bat, the 2-2, and some indecision. As Loesch will step off and Carlos goes through the signs again. Missed with a high fastball. 3 and 2. Mike DeFelice, the on deck batter. Grounded to first. Ryan Howard will make the play. The Mets will score that second run, and it's 5-2. Here they get an infield out RBI from Go Tai and put their second run of the inning on the board.
Hey, he had a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball, it looked like, was down. Howard keeping his glove right on the ground, making sure that ball not getting past him. Let's just see this pitch. Oh, another changeup. He stayed back. That's an adjustment by the hitter. They're going to pull that. See how he stayed down on it and almost hit him right in the heel. Good play, though.
Green moved to third. 2 outs for Phillies. Looks like Lasting Millage has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Hernandez. There he is. And Sealy continuing to heat up. And trying to get out of this with the 2. And he comes in high. 2-0. It's a big inning for the Mets after the Phillies threw those 3 up there. If you could have gotten them out in this inning, but they weren't able to do it. And the Mets have come back and gotten some life.
Yeah, what it does gives them confidence and know that they can score.
2-1.
Los just needs to be aggressive in the zone. Keep the ball down. It's okay to throw it high. Look at his pitches. 79. Wow.
Yeah, bullpens are going to come into play today for both teams. That's for sure. Three and one. There's Green, who doubled in a run. Got it over. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That Phillies does not like those breaking balls. He's a fastball hitter when he does hit.
6 3-ball counts today for Kyle Loesch. Crowd getting into it. Trying to get out of this one. Runners at first and third, and Millage will come up and bat for Hernandez.
Oh, it looked like he just aimed the ball on that particular pitch, just didn't let it go, tried to make it too perfect and keep the ball down. See the bullpen getting ready for the Phillies. Geary getting ready, Jeff Geary.
Loesch is due to bat second in the 4th inning. They certainly don't want him to go this early. And it's a big spot right now. Trying to get Millage out. He's really struggled with off-speed pitches in this series.
Get ahead of him, throw him some breaking balls. He's going to have some problems.
Well, Willie Randolph not going to use Marlon Anderson in this spot, who's his #1 left-handed pinch hitter off the bench today. He's going to go with Millage here in the 4th inning. So an early exit today for Orlando Hernandez. He'll go just 4 innings and give up 5 earned runs on 6 hits. Excuse me, just 3 innings. And he falls behind another hitter, 2-1. Here's Millage's left-right breakdown. Charlie Manuel's starting to get a little itchy. Fouled away, 2-2.
Got away with one up there again. Have your lead. It's had good stuff. Been able to throw his change up and then the slider. What happens when you get into trouble, you start to get a little tight. Once you get a little tight, you start to hold the ball and grip the ball a little bit too tight. Just let it go.
Five to 3. And now the Mets think, oh, we're back in this. And they are. It's a high slider was ripped into left field by Millage, who struggles with breaking balls, but he hung that one.
Well, you got to give him credit. End up coming up with a big hit. Again, ball's almost predictable. His slider ain't really sliding is what's going on. You can see the swing, short and compact there. He drives the ball right over J-Ro's head.
Now they're either stalling or they're going to make a pitching change. Trying to get Geary ready. Carlos Ruiz goes back for another word with Loesch. And Charlie's starting to move, and that might be it. Yep. So both the starters have very short days. Loesch will go just 3 2/3 innings, as he was not able to shut him down in this inning or even get out of it. Never know. And Loesch will depart. Jeff Geary on his way in. We'll step aside. Be back right after this. Disappointed Kyle Loesch on the bench has had a 5-run lead going into this inning. Wound up hitting a batter, a walk, a base hit to Millage, a double to Shawn Green, an infield out, 3 on the board, and a pitching change. So both the starters gone now here in the 4th inning, as they hit for Hernandez and got a hit for Millage out of it. And now the Phillies will bring Jeff Geary into the game. He will bat 9th. Things managers don't want to do is make pitching changes this early, but Mets had to do it. They were dictated by the score, and Charlie had to do it because Loesch just didn't have it. Willie Randolph. For the Mets, who haven't hit at all in this series, putting an inning together here. And still not out of it with Reyes, the batter. He's grounded out twice. Base runners. Mike DeFelice, the catcher, at second. Lasting Millage on with a pinch hit at first base. Still 2 outs. One and 0. Two balls and no strikes. Aaron Seeley continuing to loosen up. There's Reyes' numbers against Jeff Geary. He's ahead in the count. Breaking ball, 2-1. Reyes with runners in scoring position. He has one in DeFelice at second base. Grounded to first. Ryan Howard. Oh my! What a good play that was. That looked like he might go right by him into right field. The Mets get to 3 and leave 2. It's 5-3. Oh, Aaron Seeley, the classic long man, comes on. This guy has 7 wins in relief this year for the New York Mets. It is Rooftop Thursday, and it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon to be on any rooftop. Well, maybe not any, but certainly one here. There it is, a Rooftop Thursday on a Citizens Bank Business Person Special. Phillies led 5-0. Mets have just thrown 3 on the board, and now it's up to the bullpens. Seeley coming in at game number 29 with a record of 3-1. Carlos Ruiz, the batter. Nub towards second. Go tie. That's a big inning for the Mets too, to put the Phillies down and get back out there because they have some momentum. Jeff Geary, of course, will come up and bat now. There's Aaron Seeley. He's been around a long time. 148 wins, pitched for quite a few clubs. He's been a starting pitcher throughout his career. Boston, Texas, Seattle, Anaheim. Seattle with the Dodgers last year. Started 15 games for them. Oh and 1. Jimmy Rollins next. Well, neither starters can win this ball game. Of course, Hernandez is still on the hook. Loesch didn't go far enough to be eligible for a win. So they turn it over to the bullpens. Good breaking ball. 2 outs. Final games of the regular season here at Citizens Bank Park. We'll see the Washington Nationals in town Friday night, September the 28th, 7:05. Saturday night, the 29th, 7:05. And then Sunday the 30th at 1:35. Southwest Airlines schedule magnet for all fans on Fan Appreciation Day. Always a big day here at the ballpark. The Phillies and the Nats at the end of the year. Order your tickets online at Phillies.com. September is right around the corner, today being August the 30th. So pretty soon we'll be into September baseball. And the Phillies hoping to win here again today and make it real interesting as they head to Florida tonight. The Mets trying to grab this game by the throat because they really want it. Phillies have won 3 straight here. 1-1. Looped into left field. That's a base hit for Jimmy. Well, he's on with 2 outs. I think about trying to steal one. Check out the NL East. The Mets were up by 7 games on Sunday. And then they lost to the Dodgers. Phillies beat the Padres. And the Phillies have wiped 3 more off that lead by the 3 games in this series. Braves just 5 out.
Makes it such a big game. You could go to 2 or back to 4. Call this almost like a 2-game type swing. Big game.
Jimmy does not go, and the pitch is inside for a ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to be trying to get to second base. Just get a good jump.
4 for 8 lifetime against Aaron Seeley is Chase Utley. Rollins has 27 steals and 32 attempts. Game now with a real good pace to it today. Both the starters struggling. A lot of pitches thrown, and we're only in the 4th inning. Yankees trying to sweep the Red Sox. Robinson Cano's hit a couple. Numbers 15 and 16 off Kurt Schilling. Two and 0. See, Seeley gave kind of a funky little leg kick just before he threw that. I guess another way that he tries to hold a runner on at first.
Actually threw him a cutter. That was a pretty good pitch. And you split your concentration when you have a fast base runner on the bases. Now you're worried about him, and you can't throw a lot of breaking balls. If you do, he's going to steal. As a hitter, you just stay on your fastball. Sooner or later, you're going to get it.
2-0 to Chase.
They will actually just move back to the bag so he wouldn't throw over. going to go on and probably give Chase Utley a swing at this. And Chase can center on whatever pitch he wants.
Two and one. Phillies hit 3 home runs off Orlando Hernandez, Ryan Howard, Pat Burrell, Aaron Rowan for their 5 runs. Hernandez now gone for Aaron Seeley, who is very much aware of Rollins over there, continues to throw to first. Three and one. On deck, Pat Burrell. Aaron Seeley is now 37. He's born in Minnesota, makes his home now in Newport Beach, California. 13+ years in the major leagues.
Outfielders are deep as if they're playing no doubles. Sean Green in right field. Chavez in left, way back there.
Seeley was in postseason a lot with 3 different teams: Texas, Seattle, Anaheim, all American League clubs. 3 and 1 now to Chase. See if Jimmy runs. He does not. And a foul at the plate. So now we'll go 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Delgado reminding Seeley he's going to play off him at first.
Well, that's why they have the outfielders playing back deep. If the ball hit the gap, they're going to want to try and cut it off. Usually on doubles, J-Roll, especially with a running start, has a good chance of scoring.
And they're going to hold
Yep.
Jimmy Rollins on at first. Delgado was telling him he was going to play off, and then they put him back there to keep him a little closer, just for the reason you're talking about. So make it tougher to score in a double. There he goes, and he popped him up foul. That will go behind the plate and out of play. Don't worry about school yet.
Fun time.
Well, it's kind of a hot, humid, lazy afternoon, and the game being played at that pace right now. Been so much electricity in the first 3 games. Here's the 3-2. There he goes, and he walked him. So Pat Burrell will come up. Seeley did not challenge Chase Utley there with the right-handed hitter on deck, and he'll face Burrell with 2 outs.
I'll take a look at this in the 3rd inning. Fastball down. He hits the ball, just a missile out in left field, right over by the Fanatic. You can see he's happy about it.
Pat's 40th career home run against the New York Mets. And a breaking ball for a strike. The outfielders are still really deep, all 3 of them. So a base hit will score Jimmy Rollins. Dribbled towards the middle. Reyes flips to second. Utley went in standing up, and he is out on a close play. Well, that'll end the inning. No runs a hit, 2 left. Through 4, 5-3 Phils. Andy Chavez will lead it off. He has flied out and struck out. It'll be Chavez right, and Beltran in what is now a 2-run game. Phillies leading 5-3. We're in the 5th. Chavez, a fly ball to left. It's hit well. Back goes Burrell at the wall. It's off the base of the wall and in play, and he will have a double. That is his 7th double of the year. And the Mets immediately get another runner into scoring position. For David Wright, who got that 3-run 4th inning started with a 2-strike double.
Again, these guys still have a lot of pride, even though the Phillies have won the first 3 ball games. Pat making a good play off the wall. Long way. Chavez hitting the ball off the wall. Left-handed hitter.
Ooh. Wicked foul off to the right over the on-deck circle and into the crowd. Looks like everybody's okay. I think David Wright was trying to give himself up there and hit the ball the other way. Keep your eye on the game. That guy reached out for it.
Not catching the ball. Got to get out of the way of that. But you're right. David Wright trying to give himself up, hit the ball the other way, plays unselfish baseball.
There he did it again. I mean, even though he's in the 3 spot, they're only down by 2. He's trying to get him over for the 2 left-handed hitters to follow. You know, the Phillies will play the infield back, and it's only the 5th inning, so that's playing the game right by David Wright.
He's
Beltran.
He's a serious baseball player. Again, doesn't have to worry. The reason he can give himself up, he doesn't have to worry about stats. He knows if he's in there every day, he's going to have what he needs to.
A little tougher to do it with 2 strikes. Fouled back, 0-2.
Keith Moreland was great at inside out in the ball and hitting the ball to the right side. One of the best players that I played with that could automatically do that.
He was good. Keith, for a right-handed hitter especially, be able to do that, as you say, inside out it, hit it the other way.
That's taking that ball on the inside part of the plate and being able to hit it to the right side.
One and 2. Close. And Wright very disciplined with 2 strikes not to chase that.
Take a look at it. The ball is outside. Change up.
A good 2-strike pitch.
Yeah, he seems to be covering both in and out.
That's how that's crouch. Slight crouch, says David Wright. He hits a kind of a crouch there, very relaxed hands. There he goes to right field again, and it's in there for a hit. Worth played it on 1 hop, so David Wright claps his hands at first base with a lot of emotion.
Oh no, he plays with emotion, and he did exactly what he wanted to do. You know, you want a base hit, but the main thing you want to do is try and be able to get the runner over, and he did. You think about your teammates. That's what it's all about. Now, not only that, you see that? That just worked right into his swing. Worth not being able to come in to get it. And the other thing now, there's those claps. You're going to have to actually watch him over there at first because this guy can steal bases. Stole a base the last time he was on.
So the Mets turning the momentum in this game around. The Phillies trying to stop it. Beltran, a little dribbler, and they're not going to get anybody. Run scores. Ryan Howard got caught in between. He couldn't get it out of his glove. It's 5-4. Stopping at second, David Wright. Now the Mets bench is really alive.
Well, sure it is. They got those runners on. Here's the play here. Couldn't make up his mind. And what he has to do, pick that ball up there, turn around right away, and being able to get the runner, and then you have him. Once you do that, DOA.
Especially a guy can run like this guy.
Well, that's the other part of the 5 tools that this guy has. Being able to get there. You see Ricky Henderson coming in your picture, clapping.
And now all of a sudden the Mets, who have not been able to score in this series, have to think, well, we got it going right now, and the Phillies have to try and stop them. Still nobody out in the inning. And 8 hits for New York, 7 for the Phillies. Rich Doobie out to the mound. Nobody up in the bullpen. Oh, now somebody's getting it. Looks like Condrey, Clay Condrey.
Just can't go to your left-handed pitchers, which you like to here because they're not long relief guys. Geary more apt at throwing 3 or 4 innings.
Yeah, they only have the one lefty, and that's Romero, and he's been used a lot. I don't know if he's even available today. Romero's pitching all 3 games in this series. Delgado, the batter. Single hit batter, scored a run.
Never seen anybody picked off with that particular move. You know why a lot of times you end up doing it. Might as well just step off, step back.
David Wright, yeah, you know the only reason he's trying to do it, I know what you're saying, he's time. David Wright looks like he's trying to time it. He steals third a lot in these situations. Sometimes you can do that and get him to leave early. What are the odds?
Got a left-handed hitter up at the plate in Delgado.
He shouldn't be going anywhere.
Ruiz would have a clear shot at him if he goes.
Uh-oh. Run down by Rowan. Boy, that looked like a gapper off the bat, and Aaron Rowan ran it down. Delgado just missed a 3-run home run or an extra base hit. Wright tags and goes to third, and they finally get an out.
Actually got in on him is what it did. Other than that, ball had a chance to go a long, long way. Well, you can see the ball was up where he couldn't extend his arms. Rowan coming into your pitcher as he throws the ball in.
Carlos looked like he thought he got it. But as you say, he hit it off the end of the bat, and it died out there on the warning track. No, Sean Green will bat. Tying run at third. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Beltran, another guy who might take off and run. Delgado with a hard line drive to right center field, run down by Aaron Rowan.
Well, he needs that double play ball in the worst way right now.
Green got a big hit for the Mets and loosened their club up when he's flared that ball to left field in the last inning, 5th inning. There he is against Geary.
I did a pretty good job on that. I don't know about.
And he got ahead last time in the count. He got the hit. Now he's ahead again. Green will hit into double plays. He of course ended the game last night with an interference double play.
Ninth inning, runners on first and third. Green ends up hitting the ball to J-Row to Gucci. Well, watch him as he actually pushes him, and I guess that's actually what was the call, that you're not able to do that.
Marlon Anderson could read his lips there, saying, I hit the bag, I touched the bag, something about the bag.
Well, he was close to the bag. There's no doubt about that.
2 balls and 1 strike. 2-2. Gotay on deck. Switch hitter Ruben Gotay.
Good slider down and in. Difficult pitch to hit for the lefty. Long as it's in. Down and in and out over the plate. A lot of times that ball's hit pretty good.
David Wright at third. Carlos Beltran at first. 2-2. Almost picked Ryan Howard off then. I don't know whether Ryan didn't see that or didn't anticipate it. They're getting Scott Schoenweiss up now in the bullpen, left-hander. Billy Wagner has not appeared in this series, which has been good for the Phillies. They have another left-hander in Feliciano. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Green.
Well, you can't get mad at Jeff Geary on that. Again, the signs come from the dugout on those particular plays.
Billy Wagner isn't even going to the bullpen yet.
Pitchers will not take it upon themselves to do the fake to third and over first base.
Worth on the run, makes the play, right tags. The throw to the plate is late. Tie game. And now the Mets fans erupt here.
Well, I tell you what, you might want to check that again. I thought it was an early tag for me. But again, I don't know if they're going to have the appeal.
Rapuano just said safe.
Yeah,
you're
okay.
right. I mean, that's a good point. And they went right over there with the ball on the appeal, and he said safe.
All right, well, there was a changeup or slider out over the plate. Good throw, though, by Worth. He is in there. That's a good call. Smart base runner. Boy, I tell you, most guys have been coming in on that. He went right back over to the bag. I thought it might have been a little early as seen them patting him on the back. Boy, he's making this team and picking them up today.
Now the Mets have come all the way back, and it's tied at 5. It was 5-0 Phillies after 3. Mets with 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. And now 2 outs and a runner at first base. There's the line score. A lot of heart today by New York. Phillies have a long way to go in this one. Try and get back at him. This should end the inning as Gotay flies to deep center. And New York, 2 runs, 3 hits. They leave 1. New game, it's 5-5. What a game here this afternoon. 5-5. We're only in the 5th inning. Phillies led 5-0. Mets have tied the game. And it's time to start all over. Aaron Seeley got him out in relief last inning. So both starters will get a no decision today. David Wright is basically trying to will this team to win by himself. He got the first big hit for them to start their comeback, and he was right in the middle of tying the game.
Well, he's a baseball player again, knows what it takes to win, leads by example.
He reminds you of Chase Utley. He's their Chase Utley, a guy that just wills you to win and plays so hard.
He does play hard.
And can beat you so many different ways. Here's Ryan Howard. Ryan had a really good homestand as he swung the bat great. He had a monster home run in the first inning to give the Phillies a 2-0 lead. Takes it out. It's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Big overshift for Ryan by the New York Mets. David Wright, the third baseman, at shortstop. Phillies trying to turn this momentum back in their favor.
Well, you got to continue to go on and get their pitches to hit, get the ball down in the zone where there's strikes, lay off of that borderline high, because you'll pop that up if you don't catch it right. Work the count.
Seeley comes inside.
Seeley coming in, getting those quick strikes. Now he's able to nibble. You can't nibble first and then go in and throw strikes. Just doesn't work that way in the major leagues.
Up the middle and through for a base hit right past Aaron Seeley. Even though Wright was up that way, that ball was hit so hard he had no chance.
No, when he hits them and hits them good, you have no chance to be able to catch the ball. And when he's hot, obviously.
Aaron Rowan homered his last time up a line drive to left center.
Harley, no stride again, and look at that ball, just a bullet up the middle.
Greg Dobbs, the on-deck batter behind Aaron Rowan and then Worth. Low, Seeley will go fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Throws a lot of sinking fastballs. "37 years old now is Aaron Seeley. One and one. Got the breaking ball over. He's ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right. And they'll just get the one. So a fielder's choice. Rowan safe at first, and that'll bring up Greg Dobbs, who is 0 for 1 with a walk.
A breaking ball, and look at his throw. No, he didn't have time to get him. And again, getting up in the air. Don't tie, showing his athleticism.
Not a double play ball, but Ryan Howard making sure. His teammates appreciate that. It's one of those little things in a game. Dobbs high in the air to center field. Beltran has a beat on it. 2 outs. And Jason Worth will bat. Clay Kadri continued to throw in the Phillies bullpen. Carlos Ruiz on deck. Then the pitcher spot, Jeff Geary, would come up. Phillies are trying to get some innings out of Geary so far. An inning and a third. Worth today has singled and struck out. Both his at bats coming off the starter, El Duque Orlando Hernandez, who went 3 today, and they hit for him in the middle of a 3-run 4th inning that got them back in the game. Strike. And the veteran Aaron Seeley giving them just what they want right now. He is shutting down the offense. One and one. Oh, barely get out of the way of that. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Worth.
And just moving him off the plate a little bit so he can go away with some of his off-speed pitches.
Almost one of those ones that got the uniform for a hit batter. Three and one. Jason Worth in a good hitter's count now, ahead for Carlos Ruiz as the on-deck batter.
Now he's trying to keep the ball in and not let Jason get his hands extended. Starting the ball on the inside and telling further in.
Walked him. So the Phillies with runners at first and second. Aaron Rowan trots at second. Jason Worth to first base. The second walk issued by Seeley. And there's Carlos Ruiz. Phillies not showing a pinch hitter as yet. Wes Helms has a bat. Carlos takes a strike. He has flied out and grounded out. Phillies looking for a 2-out hit to take the lead. Looks like Shane Victorino putting on a helmet there. One and one. Carlos with runners in scoring position. And he has one out there in Aaron Rowan. 2-1. And Victorino moves into the on-deck circle to bat for Geary. Clay Condrey would be the next pitcher. Three balls and one strike. Seeley really nibbling all of a sudden.
Yep.
Victorino waits.
That's what you do. If you fall behind, usually they start nibbling. They get ahead. Pitchers get a lot more aggressive. Same as a hitter. Gets aggressive when it's 2 balls and no strike.
3-1, a little blooper to right. It is in for a base hit. Rowan will score. Over to third goes Jason Worth on a bloop single by Carlos Ruiz. And the Phillies have regained the lead 6-5. What a big 2-out hit that was.
Cut down his swing. Pretty good pitch, however, by Seeley. The ball coming inside. Ruiz staying on it. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it in the right place. Sean Green comes up with the throw. By then, though, no chance to get any of the runners.
Rick Peterson to the mound. Nobody up in the New York bullpen. They're trying to get Seeley through this inning no matter what. The pitcher due to bat second for the Mets. Back and forth we go today.
Yep. Check out the score there. Going to be able to answer score when they score.
The Phillies with a big 2-out hit there. And now Shane will bat. Breaking ball, and he gets it over. 0-1. Batting at 286. Shane Victorino just kind of feeling his way back after that calf injury. He just can't completely shake it. Fly ball center field. Beltran, a long run, and he can't get there. It's in for a hit. Worth scores. Ruiz the third, and the Phillies dunk another one in and lead by 2, 7-5.
Beltran thought that ball was hit a little bit harder than that. That's why he got a late jump on it, and once he figured out that that ball was going to go in, he tried to hustle to get it, but he didn't break on the ball right away, and those are the ones that fool you. Off the end of the bat, you can see how he's just coming in, sliding by then. Too late. See Worth looking on, hoping that it falls down. Oh, yeah, and it did.
A couple of 2-out dunkers, and the Phillies are back on top by 2 as Scott Schoenweiss gets up again. He's up for Chase Utley on deck. Boy, they're hitting them hard, hitting them soft. Phillies have had some hits in this inning that have produced runs that just out of the reach of the fielders. Jimmy doubled to start the game and scored. Lined out in the third, singled in the fourth. Victorino at first.
Nothing demoralizes the club more than those 2-out base hits.
Really, the Mets got a couple to get back into the game. Phillies have gotten a couple to take the lead again. And the step off, just in case Victorino leaves early. There's Carlos at third. Ruiz knocked in the go-ahead run, his 44th. And Victorino with a bloop single. We talked about how deep these outfielders have been all day. Another example of that is that one dropped in front of Beltran.
I don't think he saw it very well when it came off of the bat.
Can it be tougher for an outfielder to see a ball in day games?
You look at the haze and so on, and only if that sun is actually bearing down on you, it can be difficult. A lot of times during the day games, just with the crowd of people with the white shirts on, you can lose the balls at times.
Outfielder had their way. Everybody wear a dark shirt, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Like a hitter's background. Grounded towards second. It's through for another hit. Ruiz scores. Victorino to third. Jimmy Rollins a base hit. A 3-run inning with 2 outs. It's 8-5. Oh, this game is nuts.
Now you can see DeFelice going out. Willie Randolph coming out. That's going to be it for Seeley today. Good clutch hitting, 2-out hitting by the Phillies. One of their leaders in J-Roll right in the middle of it again. Give credit, though, to Ruiz. Gosh, he's coming up with that big hit, not over swinging as you're checking him out.
Showed that little offer he had going. It's probably about an 0 for 12 when that happened. So Seeley looked like he was going to get out of this inning, but Phillies with some bloops, some C&I hits. They have scored 3, looking for more. Scott Schoenweiss on his way in, and we'll step aside and be right back. "19 hits, 13 runs. We're only in the bottom of the 5th inning. Think about the way the first couple games were played. Monday, a little bit of a blowout late for the Phillies, and 2 really tense, tough games, and this one all over the place. Scott Schoenweiss is the new pitcher, back coming into game number 57. The South Jersey guy really struggled at Shea Stadium, pitched much better on the road. Left-handed hitters just .216 off him, right-handed batters .330, and he'll come in to pitch to Chase Utley. Shane Victorino at third with a pinch hit RBI. Jimmy Rollins on at first with his 3rd hit of the game. And Utley the batter, 1 for 2. With a run scored and a walk. See that special protective device they have at glove for Chase to wear. Jeff Bagwell was a guy who used to wear one of them because he used to get hit. He had his hand broken several times, did Bagwell. All these runs with 2 outs. Strike on a fastball. Pretty good against Schoenweiss. Only perfect. Longtime pitcher for the Angels, Scott Schoenweiss. Phillies with good speed on the bases. Victorino at third, Jimmy Rollins on at first. And time was called. Chase Utley got time.
I can see him calling time, but he doesn't leave until actually the umpire gets out. As a hitter, that's what you want to do. Don't just call time and leave out of the batter's box. You got to wait until the umpire gives it to you.
Scott Schoenweiss out of Lenape High School in Medford. There goes Rollins, and the ball's grounded foul first base side. So he's ahead of Chase Utley 0-2. Jimmy will head on back. Boy, it's taking a long time to play the fourth and fifth innings. Lots of scoring, pitching changes, all kinds of stuff going on. Willie Randolph doing some pacing. 8 runs scored so far, combined in the fourth and fifth.
And not over yet.
And not over yet, right? 0-2. There he goes again, and he struck him out. And that will end the inning. However, a big inning for the Phillies. They get 3 with 2 outs. 3 hits and leave 2. They're back on top 8-5. Wild 5 innings. Phillies led 5-0. Mets tied it, and now they go up 8-5. And here's a look at how some of this has happened today. Ryan Howard, a monster home run, 455 feet onto Ashburn Alley. Then in the third inning, Phillies kept it up. El Duque, Pat Burrell with a line drive home run to left. Later on in the inning, and then in the fifth inning, here's Beltran getting this little infield hit to score a run as the Mets came back with a 3 spot. And then Green hits this line drive to right, a sac fly as David Wright scores. And then the Phillies came back, got 2 bloopers, one off the bat of Ruiz, one from Shane Victorino, a base hit from Jimmy Rollins. There's Victorino's for 3 runs, and now lead at 8-5. Here's Jimmy's up the middle. So now it's up to Clay Condry as he faces Mike DeFelice. With Jeff Conine moving out to bat for the pitcher, Schoenweiss. Mentioned they have 3 left-handers available. They just used Schoenweiss. Now they get Feliciano up as you look at the numbers on Condry. And he falls behind DeFelice 2-0. Phillies really need some people to step up in the pen right now.
You can't come in and walk the 8th hitter. I mean, guys just gave you 3 runs. Make them hit the ball. Let your defense work for you. At least be around the plate down.
Strike. DeFelice got a walk in that 4th inning when they scored 3 runs and really contributed. He's actually walked twice here today. Sun coming back out, peeked behind some of the haze there for a while, and now bright sunshine. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-2. Nice day, kind of hot but beautiful. And the war of attrition is on in this game right now. Phillies scored 3 runs and the sun came out.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll see. Little chopper. Dobbs. Greg has it. Got him. Nice play by the third baseman. 1 out as Condry comes from 3-0 to get the leadoff batter. Now Jeff Conine will come out and bat for Schoenweiss.
Yeah, the easiest way to get into trouble is walking batters. So if you make them hit to get on, you got your fielders and players behind you, I should say, they would want to be able to help you out. Good play by Dobbs, getting it out of his glove.
And Jeff Conine, who was with the Phils last year at the end of the season, recently picked up from Cincinnati by New York, and takes it outside for ball 1.
National League leaders, pinch hitters.
Conine right up there. 1-1. That's what he is at this point in his career. He'll play occasional games against a left-hander in right field. Play right, play left, play first, and pinch hit. He didn't like that, but it's over. 1-2. Thought that slider might have looped the plate. Two and two.
Oh, Ed's been calling that pitch just about all day today. That ball near the outside part of the plate.
Here's a 3-2 to Conine. High in the air to deep left center field. Aaron Rowan, a long run at the wall. Leaps, he got it. What a play by Aaron Rowan up against the Southwest Airline sign. 2 outs.
Well, the ball seemed to be carrying and carrying and carrying, and with it being hot, you thought it might have had a chance. Rowan again getting an excellent jump. Playing Gold Glove like out in center field as of late as he gets up on the wall. What a play. Doing it again. He timed it just nicely. Here he goes. That's our defensive play of the game.
Rico, move your ideas forward with Rico dependability. And that was a great play. There's Conine, who figured in this park, I got me one.
Well, they all have been talking about it, but still, it doesn't matter about the dimensions. You still got to get it. And for it to get out, that was up near that 387.
Yep, he hit that to a deep part of the ballpark. Aaron Rowan timing his leap perfectly. Pat Burrell gave him a standing ovation out there. A leaping,
he
standing.
He was cheering.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. Reyes 0 for 3. Takes it low, and Condrey falls behind his third hitter. Burrell was really excited after that.
I want to ask him how he did that, jumping up like that.
He got some ups. Conine, he's not too happy. Falls behind another hit. He's been able to come back so far and get 2 outs. You don't want to put Reyes on here with 2 outs and deal with Chavez. Four-pitch walk with 2 outs to a #1 base stealer in the major leagues. 71 stolen bags for Jose Reyes, and he's 1 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. It's Dubio on his way to the mound. They may just tell him, don't worry that much about Reyes. You have a 3-run lead. Let's not get 2 on for David Wright.
First inning here with Reyes. They actually picked him off. He was trying to steal. J-Ro running him back to where he came from. Or you're making a good play. 7th inning. Guess what? Picked him off again. J.C. Romero doing it. Left-hander out there on the mound. Been able to really keep him at bay so far during the whole series.
Just think this is one of those situations, Gary, when you have a 3-run lead, you have 2 outs, that you just don't worry a whole lot about Reyes. Even if he steals second base, you go after Chavez. You don't want 2 on and let Wright come up as a tying run.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. You really want to go on at this hitter. Don't let him break your concentration. Now, if he figures out you're 1-4, 1-5 to the plate, I would think he would go on and run.
Throws a strike. 0-1. Yeah, the most important thing in the game right now is Endy Chavez, to get him out and stay away from the heart of this potent order.
Willie Randolph may give him the hole for 1 or 2 pitches, and he's usually on his own.
Chavez loves to bunt, and he's a really good bunter, and he thought about it. And you see how late he moved the hands on the bat, because he can bunt for a base hit, which would be a good play for the Mets. 1-1. Good changeup, way out in front of him. This crowd's tired. It's only the 6th inning. They've been up and down, cheering. 2-2. Back and forth this game goes, and whatever happens makes somebody happy and somebody unhappy with this mixed crowd.
Well, mainly we want happy home crowds.
2-2. There he goes. It's fouled at the plate.
I was just wondering why he didn't go a little bit earlier. He probably ended up having the hole from Willie Randolph. But if you have a speed team, you got to continue to play your game.
And the hole's no big deal right now with 2 outs.
Not only that, I think this guy's leading the league, obviously, in stolen bases. But the fact is, Condrey very deliberate in coming home, somewhere right about 1-4, 1-5 to the plate.
They're not even worried about him right now. See, he's the first guy to steal 70 bags since Scott Posednik a few years ago. 2-2. Reyes goes. Fly ball left field. It's playable. And out of the inning, Clay Condrey and the Phillies. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Mets leave 1 man on base. What an entertaining game this is. Phillies up by 3. Phillies with an 8-5 lead will be another left-hander, Pedro Feliciano. Done a good job for New York. Coming into game number 62, left-handed hitters just 149. The opposition 180 overall. He'll face Pat Burrell, Ryan Howard, and Aaron Rowan, the heart of the order, here in the 6th inning. Pat has a 2-run home run today. He's popped up and grounded out. Phillies like to add some more. Still have to get 9 outs against this New York lineup. And J.C. Romero is starting with long toss out there. Wow. Boy, this guy is something else. This would be 4 straight days for him. Got 2 potent left-handed hitters coming up next inning after David Wright. Got Beltran to turn him around, and then Delgado, a left-handed hitter. Outside. 2-0. Pat has a homer off Feliciano. Tough play for David Wright, and he makes it. Throws him out, 1 away. He had no choice, but he had to back up on that one.
A lot of top spin on that ball. You see his glasses on his hat now.
And Ryan Howard will bat as homered, struck out, and started the Phillies' 3-run 5th with a bullet base hit up the middle. Home run went out onto Ashburn Alley, 455 feet in the 1st inning. One of those high, majestic home runs of his. Strike. Aaron Rowan on deck. 3 for 12 lifetime off. The left-hander with a homer. Drops down, misses, 1-1.
1st inning. That's that missile that you're talking about going, oh my. Way out of here.
Well, you don't see that very often. Base hit to left field. Now Ryan has a 1-out single, and he's 3 for 4 today.
But that pitch was probably inside. I don't know if that was on the outside corner there, just the way that it went. Actually was near the outside. Good stroke by Ryan Howard. Even though he has a lot of strikeouts, you look at his average. Sometimes I end up forgetting that this kid is a young kid. You put his numbers up against first 2-3 year players, he's right up there with anyone.
He's pretty impressive. Aaron Rowan has a 2-run homer today. Grounded into a fielder's choice and scored a run. Just made a tremendous play on a long drive hit by Jeff Conine. Outside for a ball. Romero throwing for the Phils. Nobody up in New York's bullpen. JC just sat down. To right field. Green is really deep, so he's able to go back and make the play. Talking all day about how deep these outfielders are. That really helped Sean Green make that play.
Yeah, that helped him, and the later inning did not. Last inning, I should say, with them playing back so deep. But that one, if he was playing shallow, obviously would have gotten over Sean Green's head.
Greg Dobbs, a batter, popped up, walk, flied out. Ryan Howard at first base now with 2 outs. Heart of the order due up next inning for the Mets. Wright, Beltran, and Delgado. Over for a strike. Tries to check and does it. 0-2. Jason Worth on deck. Got him on 3 pitches, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We are through 6. 8-5 Phils. Phillies with 3 home runs in the ball game. Carlos Ruiz a big go-ahead hit. Green, Millage, Beltran RBI hits for the New York Mets. Clay Condrey will pitch to David Wright here to start the 7th inning and bring back a guy who hasn't been on since last night, it seems like. Here's Harry.
All right, thank you, Wheels. And Wright is had a perfect day. He singled, doubled, and singled. Connery in his 2nd inning. Line shot short out nicely by Chase Utley. Throws him out, and that's 1 down. And we're on Carlos Beltran. Beltran's grounded out, struck out, and has an infield single. Phil's enjoying an 8-5 lead here in the 7th inning. Bullpen giving up their first runs in this 4-game series when Gary surrendered 2 runs and able to mess the tie, but the Phillies came right back to score 3 in the bottom half of that 5th inning. 1-1 here to Beltran. Well hit to deep right field, and leaping up and making the catch is Jason Worth. Aaron Rowan in left center field took extra bases from Conine, and now Worth takes extra bases from Beltran with a fine catch in right field.
Boy, just a little help from his friends. That's all it's all about. Thought he might have gotten that out over the heart of the plate. He got extended. He timed it, climbing the wall as he leaps and catches the ball. I'm telling you, that's just a tough play. Watch how he keeps climbing. Like some Spider-Man as he comes down and grabs the ball.
Just a great catch by Worth for out number 2. And here's Carlos Delgado. 1 strike to Delgado. He has singled, been hit by a pitch, and fly to deep center.
You can see Beltran is taking a little sip of the water. Maybe I had at least an extra base hit.
1 ball and 1 strike. Popped him up. Jimmy Rollins, a couple of steps in the outfield grass, squeezes it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Condrey. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Stretch time, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Phil's 8, Mets 5. 8-5 Phil's here in the bottom of the 7th. Jason Worth leads it off. He has singled, struck out, and walked. And made that great catch, taking extra bases away from Carlos Beltran. One ball and 1 strike to Worth. Taps it softly. It's going to be a tough play. Ooh, right. Nice play. That's a fine play. Barehanded through in the same motion. Took a hit away from Jason Worth with just a great play. David Wright, 1 down.
Boy, it was a great play. You know, there are times when you come into the ballpark and you see this is what you call a swinging bunt. He comes in and knows the only chance he has, Jason with good speed, is to barehanded, and he just tosses him and makes it not even a close play.
Brings on Carlos Ruiz. He is 1 for 3. It was a big one. It gave the Phillies the lead. The 2-out RBI single his last time up. Phils would add 2 more and hold an 8-5 lead here in the 7th inning. One ball and no strikes.
Clay Condrey gave him a couple scoreless innings. Now Abraham Nunez has moved out to bat for him.
One on 1 the count to Ruiz. Way outside, 2 balls and a strike. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, the Yankees threatening to sweep the Red Sox. Robinson Cano's hit 2 home runs. Yankees lead Boston 5-0. Jian-Ning Wang was the pitcher for New York, shutting down those Bo Sox. Kurt Schilling started that game for Boston. 2-1 here to Carlos Ruiz. Base hit right center field. That's going to go all the way back to the fence. Extra bases for Carlos. He's on his way to second. He'll head for third. There'll be a play on him. It hits him. So he is sliding into third base with a triple. Ruiz with a 3-base hit.
Well, they were playing back, no doubles, end up being a triple. As you see Beltran, he came in and sliding, kicked it with his foot. Although I will say, if that throw doesn't hit him, he's probably out at third base. But again, it's a game of chances. When you're up, that certainly looks good. Getting that runner at third base as New York now plays the infield in. Good base running by Ruiz.
Yeah, that was a good throw by Gotay. He's out, as you say, if that's a good throw, but it hit him right in the back.
And here is Abraham Nunez batting for Condrey. The infield is in. Nunez hitting at 242. Chops it softly, foul. 1 strike to Abraham Nunez.
We really need Nunez to have a good at bat, pick up this run. Every run is so important in these kind of games, and just relax up there and get a good swing and hit the ball to the outfield.
Oh, this is one
Abraham hitting at 242. Batting better right-handed than left. Hitting 279 right-handed. Gets it to third base, and that's not going to get the runner home. So that is 2 down. It'll be up to J-Roll to get him home from third base.
That's why you want the ball up in this situation. If they're throwing it down, more than likely you're going to hit the ball on the ground. That's a situation you want the ball up, so it gives you a chance to be able to get the ball in the air to drive in the runner. Just not a good at bat by Nunez.
J-Roll, another good game. He is 3 for 4 with a double and 2 singles. One strike to Jimmy Rollins. J.C. Romero will be the Phil's pitcher in the 8th inning. Lofted in the air down the right field foul line, and Gotay makes the play. So the Phillies are down here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the 8th. 8-5 Phils. Abraham Nunez stays in the game to play third base. He'll bat where he pinch hit in the 9 spot. And the new pitcher is J.C. Romero. Romero hitting the number 6 spot. JC's done a fine job out of the bullpen. This is 31st game for the Phils. 0-2 with a 1.77 ERA.
It's a good spot to bring him into the game too, because you have Sean Green, you go left, and then you turn Gotay around, and he's a much better left-handed hitter than right.
See the earned run average out of the bullpen, and J.C. Romero right up there with the league's best this year at 1.77. John Green has popped up, doubled, and scored a run, hit a sac fly to knock in a run. Just missed with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes.
What a job this guy's doing. J.C. Romero. You can use a guy 4 straight games and hopefully he'll be effective. That is, in today's game, that is so important.
Again, same spot, just missing inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
That looked like a pretty good pitch to Sean Green. First one might have been a little bit high at end.
Antonio Alfonseca up in the Phillies bullpen.
Right, and they have 2 potent right-handed hitters on the bench in LaDuca and Alou. So this could just be 2 batters for Romero, the left-handed hitter Green, to turn the switch hitter around.
Chops it softly to Nunez at third, and bare hands and throws him out. So Abraham, who played brilliant defense in last night's win, gets out number 1. Here are the winners of today's Citizen 7. Fans, bring your ticket from any Phillies home game into any Citizen Bank branch to see how you can take it to the bank and win $10,000. For details, visit your local branch or go to citizensbankpark.com. Citizens Bank, not your typical bank. There's Ruben Gotay. He has fouled out.
Billy Wagner gets up, and it'd be a great way to get him into a game for work. I mean, that's the ultimate in a series, if you can get the other guy's closer into a game because they haven't used him and he needs work.
Good point. You don't like to see him under those other circumstances coming in when they're leading.
2 balls and a strike to go time.
And for good measure, when he's getting his work, tag on a little bit and see what the bullpens have been doing this series.
Wow.
Big difference. Boy, those earned runs, that tells a story.
Inside, 3 balls and a strike. Walk him. Jungle ties the board.
Comes Alou.
Jose Alou is going to bat for Mike the Phillies. So Alou will come out hitting at .313. 9 homers. He's knocked in 31.
Mike DeFelice and Leduc come in and catch. And probably Leduc will be the pinch hitter for the pitcher in the next spot. Charlie Manuel thinking he's going to come out and bring offense. Here he comes. He had 2 hitters, did Romero. I mean, 4 straight days. And now you want to bring Alfonseca in for the right-handed hitters.
So this will be it for Romero. Romero leaves, and Antonio Alfonseca will be the Phillies' new pitcher. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 8th. 8-5 Phillies back after these messages. Antonio Alfonseca is the new pitcher for the Phils. This game number 53 for him. He's 1-4, lost 1, a 4.06 ERA. He has 8 saves. 44 in the 3rd innings. 56 hits. He has struck out 20 while walking 21.
J.C. Romero, 4 straight days. He was probably just in the game for 2 hitters. Got one of them, walked the other.
And Alou will bat for De Feliz. Alou looking for his first hit against Antonio. He is 0 for 6 lifetime with a couple of strikeouts. Inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Marlon Anderson has come into the on-deck circle to bat for the pitcher, Feliciano.
Way up and in. 2 balls and no strikes.
How's it feel to be washed up? Hello.
2 balls and no strikes.
Pretty good shape, but still washed up. I mean, you're
3-0. Some fan yelling at Jose Alou, how's it feel to be washed up? Well, when you're hitting .313, I don't think you're washed up.
Not a real good heckle. a bad heckle.
Yeah. 3-0 here to Alou, and Marlon Anderson waiting on deck. Ooh. Borderline high. Alou thought it was ball 4. Ed Hickok says no.
Boy, Alfonseca hasn't pitched in a while, and his sinker's really up right now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a ball. Ball's up.
3 balls and a strike. Walked him. So puts 2 men on base and will bring the tying run to the plate.
It's also turning their lineup over. It's, you know, these walks in this inning are getting into a bad spot no matter what happens here for the 9th inning.
Marlon Anderson hitting at .333 since joining the Mets. Overall, he's batting at .299. 2 homers, both coming in a Met uniform. He is 6 for 16 as a pinch hitter since joining the Mets, including a home run.
Yeah, he's giving them a lift coming off the bench, even when he starts. Just been a terrific hitter for the Mets.
He's looking for his first hit against Alfonseca. He's 0 for 9 lifetime. What Antonio has to do is throw strikes here. Drilled into right field. That's going to be extra bases. One hopping off the fence. Coming in to score is Gotay, going to third base. A pinch hit double Marlon Anderson, and is now 8-6 with the tying run at second base.
Well, that's what you call clutch hitting, coming off the bench, not wasting any time. That's Manny Mota. That's his philosophy. First fastball you see, get after it. That's exactly what he did. That's a bad combination. That ball moves away from the left-handed hitter toward the middle of the plate, and it spells not a good thing for a pitcher that's out there throwing those balls to him.
Let's see, he really had a lot of problems with high sinker since he's come into the game.
They're going to walk him.
Going to walk Reyes and pitch to Endy Chavez.
I don't, for me, quite understand the move unless I guess he's going for obviously the double play. But what you do in this situation, you get a chance, if it's not a double play, to see Mr. Wright coming up, and he's been pretty terrific all day.
And you're also putting the
Chavez,
go-ahead run on base.
yep, Chavez, a fast runner, so if you double him up, it's going to have to be bang, bang.
And now Billy Wagner will sit down because they're thinking, well, we're not going to worry about him right now. We might be able to use him in the ninth inning if this gets better for the Mets. He was up for a while to think about it. And Billy usually doesn't pitch 2 innings.
This has been a back and forth game.
Well, he walks in this inning have just really hurt it.
Yeah, and Phil's had a 5-0 lead that disappeared.
Oh.
Now the Phil's had a 3-run lead.
And the Mets they have to win this game. They know it, and you just don't want to do these kind of things you're doing right now, walking batters and giving them a chance.
Bases are loaded with 1 out for Endy Chavez.
You score 8 runs, you shouldn't be hanging on.
Wow.
On the outside corner, 1 strike to Endy Chavez. Chavez 1 for 4 with a double. Good numbers with the bases loaded is Endy.
Well, they're shading him on the other side of second base, the outfield. Huge gap in right center. So they want to pitch him away and basically play him away.
2 balls and a strike. Bounced up the middle, base hit. This is going to tie the game. Rowan throws the plate, but no chance. It hits the mound. 2 runs scored. Alou and Anderson score, and it is now an 8-8 game. Reyes at second base. Endy Chavez with a big bases loaded single.
They're almost surprised Reyes didn't go to third base on that ground ball that was up the middle. Just a ground ball up the middle, right place. You can see it heading up. Well, he tries to grab it barehanded to no avail. See the runners crossing the plate as they tie it up. Chavez clapping his hands.
Here's David Wright, 3 for 4 this afternoon. On the inside corner for a strike.
Well, they got what they hoped they could get. There's Mason, Heilman now getting up. They're hoping that Andy Chavez would hit a ground ball up towards the middle and get a double play out of it. He hit it right through the middle. Here we go again.
Runners go. Throw to third. Not in time. It goes into left field. And Reyes will score a go-ahead run. A double steal. And the Mets now lead it 9-8.
Wow.
Reyes with his 72nd steal. Somebody will get an error, probably Ruiz, enabling him to score.
Well, he had a huge jump, almost even shouldn't have thrown it. You can see that the ball is coming right when the runner's sliding.
Reyes asked for time there too. He's lucky he didn't get it. That's unbelievable. He was laying there asking for time. He didn't get it. So now he could get up and score.
So Fonseca has labored here since coming on. And the Mets have taken the lead. Here will go on Ruiz. Way inside.
Well, it's just nowhere near the dish. Look at the jump Reyes gets. I mean, one of the things you can say about this kid as a base runner is that when he starts and he runs, he's almost in full throttle.
Walk him. Yet another walk. Second issued by Fonseca. The third, actually, one of them was an intentional walk.
They just don't have a lot of options out there right now either. I mean, Gordon's probably not available. Jose Mesa's been hit hard, and then you have Myers. So you're in one of those situations where Fonseca's out there, and he's either going to get it done or he isn't, or else he's going to go to Mesa.
So Fonseca walked the first man he faced, then a pinch double by Marlon Anderson, an intentional walk. Bases loaded single, and now an unintentional walk, and that'll be it for Fonseca. Jose Mesa will get the call of the Phillies bullpen. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 8th. It's 9-8 Mets. Back after these messages. Well, here in the 8th inning, the New York Mets have put 4 on the board, and they take the lead at 9-8. As Jose Mesa comes on for his 31st game. 0-2 with a 5.65 ERA, 27 hits and 28 2/3 innings. 13 strikeouts, 15 walks. Mesa hasn't pitched in a while. Last pitch against San Diego last Friday.
They need to somehow stop the bleeding right now and keep this to a 1-run game with 2 more at-bats. Heilman will pitch the 8th inning, and now Billy Wagner, who was up to just come in and get some work in the 8th, they'll save him to close.
There's Carlos Beltran. He is 1 for 4. Round of extra base his last time up on a great catch by Jason Worth.
There they are, Heilman and Wagner.
1 ball and no strikes. At second base, Andy Chavez. At first base, David Wright. Two and nothing. The Phillies bullpen have been excellent in this series coming into this game, but they have faltered here this afternoon. Three and nothing. Game's over at Yankee Stadium on the Toyota Major League scoreboard. The Yankees shut out Boston 5-0. Yan Ming Wong wins his 16th. Kurt Schilling took the loss. Pair of home runs by Robinson Cano for the Yanks. Walking on 4 pitches. All those bases on balls. And we'll load the bases for Carlos Delgado. Still only 1 out in the inning, and that was the first batter in this inning. Mets have had 7 straight reach on walks or hits. Delgado lifetime against Mesa is 5 for 16, 2 of them home runs. Chase that one, 1 strike to Delgado.
Hey, Carlos, come on, man. You're horrible, you know.
Inside, 1-1. Jose really hadn't thrown a strike yet. That pitch that Delgado swung out was a ball.
Breaking ball out of the zone.
I'm surprised he was first ball swinging after a 4-pitch walk to Beltran, but as they say, they don't want to take away his aggressiveness.
No, and plus he's been having problems with the balls inside, so he's trying to be aggressive.
Chopped softly. Only you get 1. Joe Roll gets the out at first base. That's only the 2nd out. Coming in to score is Chavez. Going to third right. And a second Beltran. This will bring up the guy that started this inning by grounding out, Sean Green. Now 10-8 New York here in the 8th inning. High 1-0. Right at third, Beltran at second. It's a foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Some Mets fans beginning to cheer. They have much to cheer about in this series, but now they have taken the lead. Sold out crowd of 42,552, our 22nd sellout this year. Good breaking ball, 1-2 the count to Green. Driven to right field. Worth takes care of that one. So that'll be it. But they bat around +1 and put 5 on the board. They do so on just a couple of hits. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 10-8 Mets. 10-8 New York Mets. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Marlon Anderson stays in the game to play left field. Andy Chavez has moved from left to right field. Paul LaDuca will come in to catch, and they're asking for Billy Wagner to get him a 2-inning save here as Wagner comes in to pitch. Wagner will battle the spot vacated by Sean Green. LaDuca will hit in the 8th spot. Anderson where he pinch hit in the 9th spot.
Well, Wagner was up to pitch the 8th inning, and it looked like he was going to pitch the 8th inning to get some work in with the Phillies having the lead. The Mets rally. They got him ready to go. This game was huge for them, so yeah, they're going to try and get 2 out of him. He hasn't pitched in a while, last Friday, so he's well rested.
56 game. Wags has won 2, lost 1, a 2.05 ERA, has 29 saves. 43 hits in 57 innings. He has struck out 69, walked 18. 1 ball and no strikes to Chase Utley, who is 1 for 3 with a walk. 1-1. Tip, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. Looks back at Ed Hickox, the plate umpire, in disbelief. But that is 1 down here in the 8th inning.
Almost impossible to hit, especially after you call a high fastball, and obviously that's a ball as it goes toward the left shin guard. Now he did really catch it good and didn't move the ball, but it's off the plate to begin with.
Good job by LaDuca framing that.
Yep.
There's Pat Burrell. Burrell was responsible for Wagner's first blown save this year at Shea Stadium when he homered off him. There it was.
Oh, well, that ball was smoked that night.
Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Run that, Billy. What do you got, Billy?
Among active pitchers, Wagner with 1,004 strikeouts. 5 ahead of Trevor Hoffman. Two balls and a strike here to Burrell. That has a 2-run homer and 4 at-bats. Did he do it again?
Yep.
Yes, he did. Out of here. Takes Billy Wagner deep once again. His 2nd homer of the game, his 24th of the year. And it's now a 1-run game.
Boy, you want to see that. Nice going, Pat Burrell, and even more so after the home run in New York. Wagner mentioned, hey, I threw it right to his bat. Give Bill Wagner credit. He came with him with a fastball. Pat Burrell up to the task as he drives it out of the ballpark. Fastball, he's not going to miss it. Boy, he's been on it just about the whole second half on pitchers throwing him that fastball.
So it's now 10-9 Mets, and here is Ryan Howard. Howard's had a good day, 3 for 4, including a 2-run homer. One strike. Ryan, lifetime 3 for 5 against this tough left-hander. Either a hit or a strikeout. Only 2 outs he's made against Wagner have been strikeouts. So the Phillies trying to battle back. Breaking ball just missed the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Pat Burrell with his second home run of the game. Another breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you see, he got off that fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pat Burrell, he came right at him. Bingo, home run. Show you the respect that they actually have for Howard throwing him the breaking ball.
Look at all the crooked numbers up there today in a 10-9 game.
Got him. Howard goes down, swings, second strikeout for Wagner, and that'll bring on Aaron Rowan.
Here's Billy Wagner's pitch to Pat Burrell in New York. Challenged him with a fastball about belt high. That one took a long ride. Let's see where today's is. Oh, that's almost exactly the same spot and the same result.
Belt high fastball.
Same location, too. Away.
Rowan is homer today. Is 1 for 4 with a home run. One ball and no strikes.
Pitcher spot is next. 6 in the hole. 6 in the order. So Wes Helms is out there to bat for Alfonseca. I mean for Mesa.
Wide. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's Tom Gordon to pitch the ninth for the Phillies. What you want to do with Wagner right now? Make him throw a lot of pitches in this inning. You still got to get another inning in. And hope your guy coming in can hold him off. It's last man standing game.
Two balls and no strikes to Aaron Rowan. High 3-0. Over 3 balls and a strike to Aaron Rowan. Walked in. So Rowan's aboard. And Wes Helms will bat for Mesa here. Helms 2 for 10 lifetime against Billy Wagner. One of them a home run. Wags has struck him out 5 times. Wes hitting at 250. 3 homers. He has knocked in 10. Excuse me, 5 homers is 36 RBIs. Struggled as a pinch hitter, just 3 for 25 as a pinch hitter. Almost threw that one away.
Well, Wagner does not have much of a move to first. He doesn't hold runners on very well, and guys can run on him, whether they do it or not. Probably getting throwovers from the bench. Jerry Manuel, I believe, does that for the Mets.
Fastball just a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes to Helms.
Yeah, they've gotten him off that fastball simply because of the way Pat hit him. 3-1 pitch to Rowan. He actually threw him a slider. A lot of times when you get the pitcher's best pitch, you hit it out, he starts to pucker up a little bit there in the back and not be as aggressive.
Another slider is wide. 2 balls and no strikes.
21 pitches for Billy Wagner here in the 8th inning. So they're really making him work, and they've gotten it back to within a run. That has to be some concern for them.
Billy's probably wondering why he's throwing so many of those sliders.
Fastball locked in the air to right field. Andy Chavez puts it away, and that will be it for the Phils. The Phils get a run on Burrow's homer. We go to the 9th, 10-9 New York. Wild one here at Citizens Bank Park, and the Mets lead it by a score of 10-9 as Tom Gordon takes over here in the 9th inning. Gordon will be appearing in his 26th game. 1-1 loss to a 5.48 ERA, has 6 saves. 23 innings, 25 hits, and 14 runs. He has struck out 19 while walking 10. Ruben Gotay will be the first one to face him. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. He started that 5-run 8th inning with his base on balls with 1 out. That scored 5 runs in that inning, getting just 2 hits, but 5 walks in the inning. In the air left field, Pat Burrow comes on, and that's 1 down here in the 9th inning. It'll bring on Paul LaDuca. LaDuca will be batting for the first time. He's hitting at .268. 5 home runs. He's knocked in 33. Phil's in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Will have the bottom of the order coming up. Scheduled to hit Jason Worth, Carlos Ruiz, and Abraham Nunez. One strike to LaDuca. Two quick strikes to him. Up and in with the fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a foul, still 1 and 2. One down here in the 9th inning. Driven to left center field deep. Burrow backtracks, makes the catch right in front of the warning track. And that's 2 down. They'll bring on Marlon Anderson. Got a big pinch hit in that 5-run 8th inning. A double, knocked in a run and scored a run. 2 outs. No base runners. Going after a high fastball, fouls it off. 1 strike to Anderson. One ball and 1 strike. Below 2 balls and strike to Marlon Anderson. High fly ball center field. Aaron Rowan makes the catch. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets 10, the Phillies 9. Bottom half of the 9th inning, Jason Worth leads it off. Worth is 1 for 3 with a walk, facing Billy Wagner. Bills down a run, 10-9 Mets. Trying to tie it with 1 swing, missed the pitch, 1 strike to Jason Worth.
Regarding the line, there's Billy Wagner's last 2 innings saved. Wow, in 1999. Regarding the line with David Wright. He had an Independence Day save.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Come out throwing cheese here in this inning.
Must have had a talk with Willie about, hey, throwing that fastball and not getting behind. He's been a lot more aggressive so far this inning.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Look out in the Phillies bullpen as there's Pat Burrell. And they have J.D. Durbin loosening up, which means Brett Myers isn't available. Pitched 2 innings 2 nights ago, an inning last night.
Fly ball into left field, not deep. It drops in for a hit. Jason Worth, a looping single to left field with the outfielders playing as deep as they were. It was dropped in there for a hit. Worth represents the tying run. Carlos Ruiz will be the batter.
Well, that's a guarding the line, no doubles defense. Beltran was pretty shallow. Marlin was really deep, and Andy Chavez was sort of deep in right field. And Jason Worth hit it to the right guy because he was really deep.
Well, not only deep, it was jammed. He got jammed on it, broke his bat. Not a good jump at all by Anderson. So that ball's automatic going to fall in.
Here is Carlos Ruiz, and he is bunting to try to get the runner in scoring position, playing for a tie here at home.
They brought Tadahito. They have Tadahito Iguchi out there too to bat for Nunez.
Ruiz has flied out, grounded out, singled, and tripled.
Wagner looks in again as he throws over to first, and Ruiz had already squared. This game is nothing but short of entertaining, to say the least.
Full swing and a drive to center field. It's deep, but it's going to be caught by Beltran. So Ruiz flies out to deep center for round number 1. It'll bring on Tadahito Iguchi.
Wow, Carlos Ruiz just couldn't get around on that. He pulls that, it's over.
Iguchi batting for Nunez. He's hitting .305, 3 homers. He's knocked in 10. One for 2 is a pinch hitter. It was a homer.
Check his swing out, just short and compact, little bit up. Could have got it down a little bit, but made solid contact.
Duga's looking in the dugout now.
Probably wondering how to pitch Iguchi.
Yeah, they were going over how to pitch Iguchi, as Wagner has never faced Iguchi.
That's why Rick Peterson, the pitching coach, came running out. Long day here. Aaron Rowan, Ryan Howard, Carlos Ruiz, who hit that ball pretty well.
So they've gone over how they want to work to Iguchi. Worth at first with 1 out. One strike. I think it won the count to Iguchi. There goes Worth, swing and a miss, no throw by LaDuca. The tying run is at second base on a steal by Jason Worth. Wagner paid no attention to him. So Worth is in scoring position.
Very, very aggressive. There's the point I'm saying. You got a running game. You got to use it. Guys that can run. Look at that large jump. Gucci trying to hit it to the other side, but to no avail. Worth steals the bag and steals it easy.
0-2 to Iguchi. There goes Worth again, as Wagner didn't pay any attention to him, but he steals third. So now Worth is 90 feet away from tying this game with 1 out. And the infield is going to have to come in with a count 1-2 to Iguchi.
I bet you can talk to Davey Lopes. He probably told him, hey, steal second and steal third.
Down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes as the fans are on their feet.
Man, without a throw, he's still in those bases. So it just tell you how deliberate Wagner is and not able to hold the runners up.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Iguchi. Fans on their feet here, 42,000 plus. Bouncing ball, chop foul, and still 2-2.
Well, you think about the arms in the outfield for a fly ball. Beltran is pretty deep, but he really throws well. Chavez throws real well. Marlon Anderson does not in left.
2-2 the count to Iguchi. Line drive hit the left field. This game is tied. Coming in to score is Worth. We are knotted at 10-10 here in the 9th inning. Can you believe it?
Wow, Jason Worth, what an effort by him to make that happen.
Well, he actually turned that whole game around, or the whole inning around. Credit to Gucci, though, coming up with a clutch base hit. He's making it easier, however. Still in second, still in third. Phillies taking it right to him, and that's what it's all about.
Worth has had a tremendous homestand, and here's J-Roll. Jimmy Rollins 3 for 5. Well, Wagner pays attention now to Iguchi.
Well, here's that hit by Iguchi again, clutching up in the 9th inning. We talk about it all the time. You can see Worth coming in, pumping his 5th. Boy, I'm telling you, he made it easier for him. Still in second and third.
Just the 4th blown save of the year by Billy Wagner, and Phillies have been responsible for 2 of them. One of nothing to count to Jimmy Rollins. There goes Iguchi. LaDuca's throw late. Tadahito steals second base. So he is in scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes to J-Roll.
Boy, I tell you, if this doesn't get your adrenaline flowing, it's got to be something wrong with you. Boy, they're playing some serious baseball here at Citizen Bank Park.
People are standing all over the place. This is
Really?
this didn't look like it was going to be electric, but now they're going to walk him and go after Chase. Oh.
Well, it's interesting, an interesting decision. It's you got left. I understand that, but Utley against Wagner is 2 for 7 lifetime. J-Roll is hitless.
Well, they're taking their chances here on a force out, on a double play, on that Utley is a little rusty. And I almost can't blame him here, Harry, for not letting him let Rollins beat him the way he hits the Mets.
Yeah.
Billy Wagner's pitch count's way out there. That's the thing you thought about, that they made him work really hard in that 8th inning. It could come into play in the 9th, and it has. There it is.
So here is Chase Utley. Chase is 1 for 4. Wagner struck him out in the 8th inning. Well, he looks Iguchi back to second base.
Oh, he's scared to death out there. The runner's going to run. You can see Reyes is shorting up right behind Iguchi, trying to make sure that he doesn't get a good jump.
One ball and no strikes.
Boy, you talk about an emotional roller coaster today for both teams' fans.
You can see the runners bothering Wagner, and I'm sure he's thinking about work as he stole second and third. The Phillies have that running game, not laying back, being aggressive, and put them right where they are right now to 10-10 top.
Checked his swing on high heat. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, getting Utley back, and what a bench player they have now in Tadahito Iguchi.
Looking to come from behind wins, looking and seeing who's on top. Philadelphia Phillies.
There is Iguchi. He can do so many things for you coming off that bench.
2 balls, no strikes to Chase Utley. Not that one over 2-1. Chase has more than held his own against left-hand pitching. He's hitting .360 against left-hand pitching coming into this game. Wagner, a lot of pitchers, they tried to get him the 2-inning save, and that did not work out for him as the Phillies have tied it. Now he's fallen behind Utley 3-1. Pat Burrell. And old Billy Wagner nemesis lurks on deck.
Get Chase Utley on here. They got to bring everybody in, too.
3 balls and a strike to Chase Utley. Wow. Full count to Chase.
Good pitch by Wags. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. 95 of it's coming at you. Difficult to react on that pitch.
3-2 to Utley. Iguchi at second, Rollins at first. Fouls it off, they'll try it again.
Well, might have been a little high, but you just don't have time. He's throwing 95 and actually harder. That one was 96. Utley kind of playing a little bit pepper, not over swinging. He does a good job when he shortens up his stroke. Actually, that's his stroke, the way he shortens it up.
3-2 to Chase Utley. Line drive hit to right field. Here comes Iguchi. The throw to the plate. Right. Phillies win 11-10 on an RBI single by Chase Utley. What a huge win. What a huge series for the fighting Phils, who sweep the New York Mets. Wow. Chase Utley delivers against Billy Wagner. And the Phils have swept this 4-game series and moved within 2 games of the New York Mets in National League East.
Wow.
11-10 final Phillies. And the crowd, a sold-out crowd here at Citizens Bank Park, on their feet as the Phils have finished the homestand in grand style. Here it is.
Well, clutch hit after clutch hit. Left, right. Utley coming up with one of the best hits of the game. A team effort totally. Holy cow. Boy.
That's an unbelievable game.
It doesn't get any better than this, let me tell you.
That's a 4-hour, 9-inning game that you'll never forget.
Wine's going to be good on the plane tonight, gentlemen.